Hey you guys, so I have these canvas panels in my stashes and they're watercolor ones. I've never actually used them, but I'm gonna try them out today and we're gonna do a little something different. I have these two sketches that I sketched out here recently. Um, and I'm also going to use these little wooden frames, and I'm also going to be using this I'm going to show you here. I cut this, or I didn't cut this, excuse me. I used my pen. This is a gel pen. I believe this was the 1.0. And then after I drew it, I had the Cricut draw it out. I used this Pitt pen here to color in everywhere that was black. So this is what it looks like once I was finished with all the black on the shading part of this. So I'm also going to be using these cute little glasses, and I also had the Cricut draw out some Christmas hats here. So let's go ahead and get started. What else do I use? I think I show you a few other things that I'm using here today. What is it? Oh yeah, I'm going to use some clear gesso. I'm also going to use white gesso, but I did not show you right here. I'm also going to be using a sculpting medium. And then I'm going to be using these watercolors. I've had these in my stash for quite a while. Still using them, still going. And then I'm going to use this stamp that I ordered from Creative Retreat Kit. I believe it was on sale when I ordered it. They have a little sale section. And then one of those stencils are from Creative Retreat Kits, and then the other one I've just had in my stash. I'm not even sure where. Yeah, so let's kind of sort of get started here. We're going to just open up this canvas here. I like these canvases, you guys, because of the back here. You can add your name and like what your title is and all that stuff. So the first thing we're going to do here is I did these butterflies as well because I wanted to test out if this ink was going to smear or not, and it does. I'm pretty sure it's not the Pitt pen that's smearing, it's the Cricut ink pen underneath that is smeared a little bit. It does smear a tiny bit, but not enough for me to not want to use them. So I'm going to try to be very, very careful with this. This actually has been drying since overnight. So I did leave it sit for the night to completely dry the ink. And I just did a quick, just a quick little swatch over top of that with the clear gesso. That way I can put other mediums on top of it and not have to worry about anything. Also, you guys, I used mixed media paper from Walmart to actually put this on. So you can get one of those little mixed media books from Walmart, and that's what I used to put this on. And then I cut it in half, and now I'm just going to adhere it here with some school purple glue. And here I just wanted to show you, go ahead and read this, pause it if you like. This is just kind of some steps I like to use with mixed media. So today I am hosting a Craft Your Stash collaboration with my wonderful friend Joanna from Joanna's DIY Life. And our wonderful host this time is Sabrina at Sabrina's Crafts. I can't talk. Craft Nanigans. That's a mouthful, girl. Yes, so that's the Messy Crafter, you guys. We love her. Thank you for joining us this time. So what that means, you guys, is a bunch of YouTubers get together and we put a playlist together of crafting your stash. And like I said, this time is going to be sunflowers and Christmas, or you could just do sunflowers, or you could just do Christmas, because, you know, I know people like to do the Christmas in July. So we wanted to make sure that the people that are still wanting to do Christmas can do Christmas. I actually opted out to do Christmas and then ended up doing Christmas. So there's that. I mean, that always happens, change of mind. That's just how we crafters do. I actually had this planned out to do completely different, and then I just came across the frames, and I was sitting on the couch drawing already, and earlier that day I was just practicing trying to draw little faces, because I thought those little glasses were just so adorable and I really wanted to use them. And I thought mixed media would be the perfect place to do that. So you guys, what I'm doing is prepping my page with just a tiny bit of white gesso. And now that the white gesso has dried, I'm taking my watercolors and I'm doing some green splatters first. And then I'm cleaning out my brush here, and we're going to do dry that, of course. Because, you know, red and green make mud, which are just awful colors anyways together. Red and green are like my least favorite colors ever, but you know, we're gonna roll with what's not my favorite and try to start messing around with things that aren't so much my favorite, because you never know. Now, like I said, I have this stamp from Creative Retreat Kit. It actually comes in pieces, so that each of those letters are actually by themselves, but I just made them fit on my block here. And I'm just using some permanent ink and just stamping that down. I'm not worried about it not getting all of it, because that's a part of mixed media. It's kind of an abstract kind of art in a way. Some of the way, I guess. So no worries about that. So we're going to take some more of the rest of that white gesso that I had over here, and we're just going to add that over top of the stamping a little bit here, just to kind of tie everything in together. And then here's that sculpting medium. This is kind of like the spackling, I guess you could get from Dollar Tree. You could definitely use that. It would work just the same. This is more of a lighter, so it's not as thick and pasty, I guess. It's more creamier. But you can use spackling. I actually was thinking of using spackling instead, but I ended up using the lighter one instead here. But those kind of things you can find at Michael's and Hobby Lobby, the gesso and the sculpting mediums and stuff like that. You can definitely find those at your local craft stores. And I'm just putting on the stars first with that sculpting medium, like I said, which is like the spackling. I'm going to do that with the stars, and then I'm also going to do that with the little crosses as well. And then here I just started scraping. I liked how it was blending in my splatters that didn't completely dry. So that was kind of cool. And then here is where I'm doing the stars. So you guys, I'm just curious down in the comments, have you guys ever done anything with mixed media before? I've actually started watching YouTube back in 2014, and that's what I watched, was mixed media artist. And then I came across, you know, the Dollar Tree crafty girls, and kind of just went about it from there, watching YouTube. But I really got into mixed media art because I already liked art and drawing and coloring books and things like that. Yeah, me and my husband are that weird couple that you see eating out at a restaurant or something, and we're literally coloring. But anyways, I just did a little bit of green watercolor, nothing fancy, just here and there. Like I said, this is just me having fun. And then I decided to do the sunflowers kind of red on here. That way we could still go with the Christmas in July kind of theme, which is not really my thing, but I've participated in it just to participate with the other crafters on YouTube. You know, because if you know me, you know that Christmas isn't about what we're making right now. It's about Jesus. But anyways, we're having fun, and that's all that matters. And I think this is really neat, and that's why I used the crosses, and I used my Creative Retreat stamps, because, you know, the stamps are, let's see if I have it right here. I'm not sure if I have it sitting right here next to me on my desk, but it has like prayer, it says blessed, it says God, Jesus, you know, love, grace, you know, praise, those kind of things on the stamp. So I wanted to make sure I still am focused on our Savior every day of my life that I possibly can. And I wanted to make sure that I brought that into this spread as well. So just for me to have a visual, because that's just me, I'm using some vellum or tracing paper. I don't even know which one this is at this point, but I needed a visual. I think I cut that out just because you guys don't need to see I needed to see how it was going to be looking in the circle, and where I was going to try to fit the hats. And yeah, I was going through a little bit of emotions there, overthinking, of course. And yeah, so here I'm just going to be using my black artist pens here, and just giving these girls a little bit of shade with the pens and the highlights. I do end up having to fix one of the hairs later, just because the hat was just not working out in my favor. So I do fix the girl on the right there later, her hair. For some reason, the girl on the right to me looks like some kind of dead girl. I don't know why. I think it's because I made her eyes kind of big and different than I normally do. I was trying to go for a little different face there, and I don't know. Yeah, sometimes things when I draw them just are a little weird too. I know sometimes, and that one on the right was a little weird to me, but we're going to calm her down later. The glasses kind of hide her big poofy eyes sticking out of her head there. So the best thing I can tell you if you like drawing is look at different faces, because you will start to see, wow, there are different faces. Like, people really do be looking like this. Okay, so once I'm done kind of sketching the faces out and trying to come up with a plan for the hat, we're gonna try to get these watercolored and kind of bring these girls to life here. I hope you guys enjoy. This is something different I want to start bringing to my YouTube channel. I know I've had a lot of people unsubscribe from me lately because I'm not doing craft projects, and you guys are more than welcome to hit the unsubscribe button, because, you know, my channel's not just all about doing Dollar Tree flips that look cheap. Sorry, that's just not my channel. I'm an artist as well. And I like to bring arts and crafts to my channel. And of course, some of you know I love Jesus and want to make sure that I'm bringing that all as well into my channel. So that's not your thing, I'm not worried about subscribers here. This is my hobby. I don't depend on making money from YouTube. I will tell you that making money from YouTube videos is rare. A lot of us don't make a lot of money from YouTube. So there's that. So I'm not quick to jump and just do things. I'm kind of here because this is my hobby and this is what I love to do. So I'm not worried about the subscribers or the making the money part from YouTube. I'm just so glad that I have a little community here that I can be with these girls and guys here on YouTube, just creating and crafting. To me, that's just humble enough for me. So, like I said, I know a lot of people are leaving because I'm not just doing, Dollar Tree crafts. I'm kind of sort of running out of space right now to be crafting a bunch of crafts. And, there's that part of it too, on the crafty side. Some of us are hoarding so much crafts that it's just taking over our house and our lives, and I just don't want to be that person. So I'm sorry if that's what you're looking for here. It's not it. I'm gonna do all kinds of things here on my YouTube, so bear with me if you like art. I will be doing more of my artsy stuff now, more than my crafty side, but I still will be crafting. So I'm just running out of space right now. Hopefully I can get some of that gone and out of here in the next year or so or two, and make room so we can start doing some more crafty stuff. And I also like to go through my things and see where I'm at, what I have, what did I buy double of. I don't want to become that person that has 6 things of something. I just don't want to be that person. So I'm going to go through my stuff and check and kind of see what I have in my craft stash, for the upcoming months, because I really think that the end of the year is more my favorite time of the year to craft and do those kind of things anyways. So that's when I'll really be crafting up a storm, because I really like fall and wintertime crafting. It just can make so much fun stuff with those things. And I feel like the beginning of the year is kind of slow. Like, people don't really do Valentine's, and people don't really do much Easter, like I do Easter. So it's just, I don't know. You guys will have to let me know your thoughts. Now, like I said, I kept going back and forth trying to figure out, like, how am I going to get these hats in here? Should have maybe made a little bit smaller ones, which I did actually make smaller ones, but I was just being lazy and didn't feel like coloring more and cutting more out. So I decided we're going to add some hair on her to kind of fill it in, and I end up having to add like even more hair to her once I got like everything glued down and inside. I think I end up switching hats, actually. I do. Yep, I did. And you guys, every time I draw, I don't know, it's just, one of these days, I'm pretty sure it won't be like that. It's just me drawing. This is me learning something new. My eyes are always a little bit bigger than the other. Which it makes me crack up. So these little glasses are so cute. Oh, I love them. They are by the Paper Studio, and I'm pretty sure I got those from Hobby Lobby. And here we go. We're just going to put, before I glue the hats down, I like to take these markers and go around the edging to kind of get rid of that white line from when I cut them, I guess. Kind of gives it a finished look. What do you think so far? I thought this was a neat idea. These little frames are so cute. They are from the Dollar Tree. This is something new from Dollar Tree. If you guys haven't seen them yet, I'm pretty sure you guys probably all have now, but if you haven't, they are from the Dollar Tree. And on my little canvas here, these are going to be like hanging ornaments, I guess. That's going to be the Christmassy side to it. They're going to be like ornaments. And I don't know, they could be like ornaments of your family. I don't know. Does anybody do that? Do you guys have like pictures of your family that you put on your trees or anything like that? We don't do that. I don't have anything like that, but I know some people have stuff from their childhood. My husband being one of them. He has some childhood Christmas trees. Or Christmas trees. Ornaments for the Christmas tree. And them things are old too, like crusty old. I don't know. What do you guys think? So this is the plan that I have for it. I'm going to take some ribbon, and that's going to be like the little hanger, and I'm just using some good old, what is that? School glue. I love my glue stick. I'll tell you, I'll be using that thing for everything. And it works. It sticks. Yeah, so we'll just put these here, you guys. I did make a little, oh, what do you call those? Oh, I forget what they're called. The little, swag. Jeez, it's been so long since I've made a swag. I don't even know what they're called anymore. And I just made a little dinky tiny one with some pieces that I found in my stash, and then my daughter had come down and said that it needed to pop a little bit, so I took that gold marker from the Dollar Tree and just added some gold around the frames, and I did a little bit of gold detail in the background, added a couple snowflakes there, and that's it, you guys. That's my video today. Don't forget to watch the playlist of everyone that joined the Craft Your Stash Sunflowers or Christmas or both. That will be linked down in my description box, the playlist of everyone else that joined, Sabrina and Joanna and I. So that's exciting. I can't wait to see what everybody else have created. Yeah, let me know what you guys think about this. And yeah, you guys, this is something different. I like these little mixed media art projects. They're pretty fun to do if you haven't tried them. Go ahead and search that on YouTube, and you will find so many different things out there for that medium. It's very fun, and I absolutely enjoy it. So see y'all next time. Bye.